Hey YouTube, this is the Kershaw Leek. This is the G10 S30V model. There are a lot of different models of the Leek out there. I believe this is one of the best ones available. Liner lock mechanism, 3-inch blade with a nice stonewash. This is one of the lowest priced folders that I've found that still uses the S30V steel. The weight on this knife is only 2.3 ounces, so very compact, very light, very easy to carry. If you're one of those people who prefers their everyday carry folder to have basically be in the 3-inch blade length category, then you probably want to strongly consider this. And that other Kershaw that I have holding it up at an angle, that's actually the Kershaw S30V Blur. I've already reviewed that Blur, so if you're interested, check it out. Alright, let me give you a closer look at this blade. Here you see a close-up of the G10 handle scales. It has a brickwork pattern. The texture is extremely grippy. It reminds me of the texture on many Blackhawk folders and the Cold Steel Recon 1. Alright, so grippiness, I'd rate it an A or A+. See, it has a lanyard hole there. Spacer there, so it's a semi-closed construction. This is the pocket clip. It comes set up for right side carry tip down. It can be adjusted for tip up. Alright, so it is a 2-position pocket clip. The opening facility is the index flipper. See, it has jimping on the flipper. There is a safety switch located here. If you push it down, it cannot open. Alright. And it is a Speedsafe, which means it's assisted, but opening is extremely easy. Obviously, ambidextrous is pretty much just the, it's like the push of a button, basically. Now, the blade itself, you can see it has a pretty nice stonewash finish on the blade. Alright, and as you can imagine, it comes high sharpness on this S30V. Great steel in my opinion. 10 onion design. Yeah, it comes razor sharp. There's a lot of reviews out on the different Leeks already, and most people agree they do give you an extremely sharp knife out of the box. Alright, and here is the size comparison and features comparison with other knives in the blade length category, around 3 inches, some a little bit less. From right to left, we've got the Benchmade 470. We have a Spyderco Delica Sprint Run. Another version of the Leek, that's the gold-plated Leek. I believe the steel on that is Sandvik. And that Leek is a frame lock. Now, I much prefer the liner lock versions of the Leek because with a small knife, it's really easy to accidentally be pushing on the lock bar of a frame lock. So for a small size knife, I like the liner lock better. For bigger knives, it's the reverse. But yeah, that's another version of the Leek. You got the S30V Leek in the middle. Next to that, SOG Twitch 2. Next to that, Columbia River Knife and Tool Ripple. Next to that, Columbia River Knife and Tool Hey-Ho Folder. Alright, so you see that in this category you have a lot of options, and that's pretty much just my job, just to show you the options and let you make your own decision. If you want the expensive option, I recommend that Benchmade 470. And if you want to know why, just check out my full review. But that is a very high quality knife. So that would be a more expensive production option that uses the same steel. All right, and if you want a less expensive option, maybe a slightly shorter blade, I like that the SOG Twitch 2 a lot. Obviously, it's a less expensive steel, but it's almost half the price, and it's a very compact knife. I don't always like SOG knives, but that is one of them I do like. So yeah, if you want a small and more budget-friendly a little EDC knife, check out the SOG Twitch 2. I reviewed it a while ago. The Hey-Ho, it's an awesome knife. Obviously, a Japanese Tanto style tip, more of a tactical design, but if that's what you need, it's a good option. All right, and obviously the Delica, a classic design. They have, you know, the Delica with the FRN handles is, you know, more budget friendly. I don't have that one, but yeah, a lot of people like a Delica as their small EDC. And the Ken Onion, the Ripple 2 series, they were liquidating that for $30 each at Walmart. I think that's less than half the original price. It is a frame lock, like I said. I prefer a liner lock for small blades, but hey, for 30 bucks, it's a good option. I hope that was a good comparison. You see the size of the knife relative to these others, and a little pro and con, you know. These are all good blades. Alright, so the Kershaw Leek and S30V. I do recommend this. It's great for the price. You're not gonna find that steel for much of a lower price. Nice grip on the scales. Easy to open. Liner lock is preferred for me for this size. And overall, it's a practical knife. You're going to get a lot of work out of it. Good fit and finish. You know, there was no blade play or anything like that. It comes sharp. So yeah, highly recommended. Hope you enjoyed this knife review. Stay tuned for many more. I'm out.